Okay, this is for a family vlog of the cemetery. Checking all the most of the relatives. Starting out with mom and dad right here. Pam and I always had a hard time finding it, but we didn't know it was this far close to this tree. I didn't know if the tree was there, but this close to the edge. So there's the tree right there. Looks like an olive tree, and just a few in here. Mom and dad, which we all miss them immensely. And just a couple rows up, there's mom and dad right there. A couple rows up is our cousin Scott, Sandra and Ronnie's son. And we're not too far from the country club right there and the golf course. And this is where we're at. Seems like I always think I'm going too far when I come up this far up. Where I'm at now, see down there, straight is mom and dad. That's the road. If you come to the first right here, is Uncle Jim and Aunt Carol. Everybody this straight across from this tree. Mom and dad right over there. Uncle Jim and Aunt Carol. An interesting side note here. Not a relative, but there's the offices right over there. And right here, the most famous person buried in the cemetery, Waylon Jennings. Take this job and shove it. When the good old boys of that TV series with the General Lee car. So he's famous for being country western Confederate renegade kind of guy. Waylon Jennings. As you can tell, I'm in the normal section of the Sirrines, but there are some people who may not know who they are or where they fit into the family. Like this one right here. This is Florence. Now Joel was one of the great-great-grandfather's sons. He had 3. Our great-grandfather Warren, Grandpa's dad, was one of them. He had 3 wives. 2 of them died. The 3rd one he married, and they moved to Utah, Idaho. But this is one of his wives that are buried here, right? This one here. This one is Ma. She was only 10 years old when she died. She was awfully young. And of course, this is our great-great-grandfather right here. He's the one that was called by Brigham Young to come down here and settle. Of course, that's his wife, and that was his second wife. A lot of people don't know that, but that's his second wife. His first wife died about 2-3 years in the marriage. I remember going to her funeral. She was only 3 months old when she died. Keith and Pat's little girl, died in '64. Then of course here is Grandma and Grandpa. There's Dwayne's. Of course, we all know he died on his mission. Uncle Wally and Nadine. There's Pat and Keith. And there's Kim. Of course, he died from that accident 10 years down the road in a coma. Now, this is an interesting story here. Sarah A. Riddell, she's a Sirrine. Where she fits in was great-great-grandfather was married first to a woman for 2 or 3 years, and she died. And she was one of the offsprings. So when you look at the photo of the family get-together, it was about the turn of the century, about 1900. She's sitting between our great-grandfather and our great-great-grandfather. She's the half-sister to the rest of them. And she's buried right here. Sarah A. Riddell. Sarah A. Sirrine Riddell. I'm not looking for him because I'm not enough strength, but there's, when you look at that photo of the family about 1900, there's 4 family members, 3 or 4 family members of his brother, our great-great-grandfather, adopted after our great-great-uncle died on the mission field. He died, I can't pronounce his name. He died in the mission field, supposedly the first one to do so. So our great-great-grandfather adopted the kids. They came here, and the 2 boys went back up to Idaho later on, but the daughter stayed here. So we have some of their kids here. They're not directly related to us, but they were Sirrines at one time nonetheless. Okay, here's Grandpa Roy, Grandma Rose. For some reason, I always thought they were next to Rena and John. Can't find the headstone, but I think that might be their headstone. It's getting it worked on, but I thought Great-Grandma Evans was here too. So, Pam's check around, see if she can find it nearby. I always thought Great-Grandma Evans was nearby here. I think the next row over. So here they are. To show you in relationship where they're at. That's 5th Street coming across there. You see the crossroads, 5th Street. We're on C Street here. I'm not sure where that is right there. But this used to be covered with trees until the storm took most of them out. There's used to be a road that goes across here. But here's Grandma and Grandpa Roy. I always neglect to come here and see him. I should be not so neglectful because we were pretty close to Grandma and Grandpa. Okay, now go to our last stop. Okay, last but definitely not least, our younger brother Robert. Can't believe it's going on 10 years. It's a long time. That's like everybody else. He is surely missed. Everybody knows how to get here.